Hello and welcome to tonight's webinar. I'm your host, Sterling McKinley, and this webinar is presented by the good folks at Grow with Google and also the U.S. Black Chambers. Once again, I'm so happy you hear me tonight. We're talking more about digital marketing and talking about ways that your business can use all the free tools and services that Google offers to what? To make more money. That's so important. So I just want to emphasize on that. As black business owners, we're already struggling. We're up against so many odds and things against us. But I think the key thing we have to do is take advantage of services and products and grants and other things that are set aside to help us grow. And that's what Google Grow is doing. Google Grow has made a commitment to minority business owners saying, hey, we want to teach you how to use these skills and these services to what? To make more money. Because now and even in the future, if your business is going to be profitable, if you're going to make money, if you're going to survive and thrive, you have to be online. And the place to be is on Google. So much of your traffic is coming from Google. So you have to maximize all the tools that Google offers. And a lot of those tools are free tools. So why wouldn't you use those tools to find out how to market your business better? So that's my little spiel. I'll stop talking. So let's get more into the presentation. So once again, tonight, this is part two. We're talking about how to reach customers online with Google My Business. And I'm so excited about this because Google My Business is one of those underused tools, and it's a great way to get free traffic to your business. So I can't wait to get into that tonight and tell you more about that. So, tonight, what are we talking about? We're talking about a few things. First, we're really define what is Google My Business? What is it and why is it so important for you to be on there? Next, we're talking about how you can claim your business profile. Then we're going to talk about how you can manage your listing and your profile. And after that, we're going to recap and I'm going to give additional resources you can use to set up your Google My Business page. So if you're ready to grow your business, do me a favor. In the comments box, in the chat box, type grow with Google. If you're ready to get started and ready to learn how to grow your business, type in grow with Google. All right, let's see if you can comment first. So once again, if you're ready to get started, type in grow with Google and we'll get started. Jessica, I see you. Grow with Google. Appreciate it. Um, Someone else, grow with Google. Great. All right, let's get started. Thanks for that feedback. And once again, before I go on and start talking, this webinar is all about you. It is not about me. Yes, I have my slides, I have my topics, but if any time stop me and ask me a question about Google My Business, about any digital marketing, and I'll stop and answer that question because once again, it's not about me. It's all about helping you answer your questions so you can use Google My Business and Google services to drive more traffic and more visibility to your brand. So once again, all about you. So feel free to type in those questions anytime. We have some more. Antonio says, go with Google. Appreciate that. So my LinkedIn also says go with Google. And we have one more person on YouTube that's saying grow with Google. And that too, we're everywhere. We're live streaming now on YouTube. We're on Facebook and we're on LinkedIn. So there are many places where you can, see us. And that too kind of leads me into my topic. It's all about visibility. The more eyeballs you have on your business, the more sales you're likely to make. That's why, I say I'm on 3 platforms now. We're live streaming on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and also YouTube. Why? Because it's all about eyeballs. The more people that can see me, that can see your business, the more likely you have people that are going to come and do business with you. So once again, the key thing with Google Product and Services is about visibility. The more eyeballs you can get on your business, the better. So that's what we're really talking about tonight. So let's get started. So, what is Google My Business? I'm sure you heard the name before, but I'll define it for you. So, Google My Business is a free listing by Google. It allows you to provide details like your business location, photos, hours, information about your business. And what happens is when someone does a search on Google, and if you're around that business, it pops up on the map listing. And then the person can decide to come to your store that way. So that's it's simply Google My Business. So let me ask the question real quick. So before I get started, who on here currently has a Google My Business page? If you do, type yes. If you don't, type no. So I want to hear from you. Do you currently have a Google My Business page? If you do, type yes. If you don't, type no. I just want to kind of do a quick poll and see what we're dealing with. Once again, if you have a profile on Google My Business, type in yes. Okay, got a yes here. All right, great. Uh, Anyone else? Yes. All right, great. You guys have profiles, so that's great. So, some of you listeners, viewers tonight, Antonio says no. Okay, Antonio, we'll give some tips how to get one. But even those that do, we'll talk about how to set up a profile, which you already have. But most importantly, we talk about ways that you can maximize your profile. So, for those of you that have a profile already, ask those questions about how you can maximize your profile. And if you want to, also list the name of your business in the chat box. And during this live stream, I'll pull up your Google My Business page and I'll answer questions and do a live audit of your page and let you know what can be added to make it even better. I have a question here. It says, how does one identify what his or her niche is? Meaning, if we are all gas stations, how does identity say that thing that makes us him or her stand out? Yeah, that's a great question. That's definitely like a marketing question, but that's a good question, and I think that's really key for online. How do you stand out? So yeah, like you said, you may be a gas station, but no matter what industry you're in, you have to find something that makes you different. So maybe you're a gas station that has a car wash. Maybe you're a gas station that also services vehicles. Find something to make you stand out, and no matter what you do, find that thing that makes you different. Because yes, if I was going to Google now and type in gas stations, I would see a huge list of the gas stations. But the key is in your business is to find out what makes you different and put that on your website, put that on your profile, because once again, that's the way you can stand out from the other companies and be different. But that's a great question. I would say too, look at your competition, see what they're doing, and try to offer some kind of service that they're not offering. That's going to make you different and stand out. But that's a great question. Okay, so on average, each month, your business is found on Google My Business 1,000 times. 1,000 times per month. That's huge. So that's 1,000 potential customers that are seeing your business. And once again, it's all about visibility. It's all about impressions. Right now we're in an economy, business climate is very cluttered. There's TV, there's live streaming, there's social media, there's websites, video, everything. So the key now is standing out from the crowd. And just like the last viewer just said, how do you stand out? One, finding your niche, but also just visibility. You have to be seen. And I think one thing that holds a lot of minority companies back is that we're not exposed, we're not seen enough. So once again, taking advantage of all the tools that Google has to get more eyeballs in your business is a way that you're going to make more sales and more money. So for those of you that currently have one, I'll still talk to this, but it's pretty simple. To get a page to go my business, the easiest way is to just simply Google your business name and see if it comes up. If not, you can go to google.com/business. You can type in your business name. And if you find your business, you can claim it on Google my business. So it's pretty easy. I'll show you a live kind of demo of that now. Um, so I did a search right here in Washington D.C. for Ben's Chili Bowl, and they're famous, they're nationally known, but even they have listings on Google My Business, and it's a great way to come up. And if somebody was to click on one of these links, they would get this page that pops up. And this is really, really key. This is really why you want to be in here. In many ways, it's like a mini website, and it gives the directions, it gives phone numbers, all that stuff about your business. So, in a quick glance, when somebody's on their cell phone, on their desktop or laptop when they're busy, they can find out everything about your business and they can choose if they want to come to it or not. So, you see here, we can see the reviews. We have a website, directions, call. They have ordering. They have address. They have their hours, their menu, some questions. Also here, pictures. Wow, pictures are great. People want to see your business. And once again, it's about visibility. So the more you can show your business to your customers, the more likely they are to call you or to come to your store. Why? Because we're visual. If people can see your business, they trust you. If they like what they see, they're going to come to your store. So when you can, definitely you want to add images because that's a great way uh, to get more people to your business. And in your customer's mind, it just paints the picture of your business and what it is. So if you were in DC in the mood for a half smoke or some hamburgers, burgers, or some chili, definitely seeing these pictures would entice you. But really big, having pictures on your profile is a great way to really pull in those additional customers. So, question: there was two people that said they have a profile on Google My Business. Um, the profile you have, are you regularly updating the profile? And if you are, do you have a good number of photos on there that are showing your business? If you do, type in yes. If you don't, type in no. But you definitely want to make sure that you fill out your profile completely because the more information that you can provide to your customers, the more they trust you and the more likely you are to call you or come to your store for business. So you want to make sure that you fill out that profile completely. Okay, so once you sign up for an account, of course, you need a Google account to sign up for that. Google account is free to have. The same account you use for Gmail or any other services. That's the way you can sign up for your Google My Business, the Google My Business account. Um, Once you do that, you have to get it verified. Um, I think they used to have a text system, but now it's mail. So you have to request a postcard to your business. And in that postcard, there's a number, verification code. You put that in, they you prove that it's your business, and then you can claim your profile. So they really want to make sure that you own the business, they own that company. So the best way to do that is by sending out a postcard to your business. Once you get that postcard, you visit Google again, you put in that verification code, and then you can have your profile. I have a few questions here. Says, no, I didn't really know what to do with it. Yeah, we'll go into that later. I have some more examples of how you can populate your page on Google My Business, but you definitely want to have more photos about your business on there because those are the things that really entice people. Says security and IT consulting angel. So is that the name of your business? If so, I can do a quick Google search and pull you up. Give me 1 second while I look up this company real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's look this up and let's find your business. Okay, I got it. Great. So let's share my screen so I can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so I did search for cybersecurity, IT consulting angel. So this is your website, I believe. That came up right here. So that's good. Um, let's go to maps. Just find your page. I'm not seeing it, but right here, uh, I think this is your page right here. Um, So yeah, so you started out filling your page out, so that's good. But you definitely see here where you can add photos, and you can also write a review. So you want to ask your customers to also leave reviews of your business on your page as well, because The more reviews people read, the more likely they are to come to your business. So ask customers to leave reviews. Also, you can click a button here and you can add photos as well. That's gonna help you. So let's go back to Ben Chili Bowl. If you see on their page, they had about, I think, 1,400 reviews. So click on reviews here. And reviews are very important. Once again, people can see that your business is real. They can hear from past customers, and they can see their reviews and their pictures. So it's kind of similar to how Yelp works, but it's easier because the customer doesn't have to leave Google and go to Yelp. Within the Google search, they can see all the listings of your business and the pictures. So really important to have. 1,400 is a really good number. You may not have that many, but every time that you service a customer, definitely you want to ask them to leave a review on your page, because also the pages that have better reviews, more reviews, get viewed more on Google. So having reviews is going to help a lot. Now also distract customers, but Google sees that and they're going to show your profile even more. So be sure to ask your customers to leave reviews of your business. And also on that, be sure to respond to good and also to bad reviews. So if somebody leaves a positive review on your page, thank them for leaving that comment. If they leave a bad comment on your page, respond as fast as possible to that bad comment, because bad comments have a way of just growing and festering online. And once again, if I come to a company, I'm not expecting your company to be perfect, because what company is, what person is. You're going to have a customer that didn't like your service, but the key is, even with a negative review, is showing that you as a company, that you acknowledge that review and that you try to fix it. So even if there's a bad review, don't ignore it, don't bury it. It won't go away. Respond to it quickly and offer a solution. That's the main thing the customers want to see. Having a bad review here and there happens, but don't ignore those reviews. Make sure you respond to each review, good and bad. I have another comment here. It says, yes, it's complete, but I haven't posted it. Yeah, that's one thing too about being on Google My Business. You want to update it often. You want to add pictures, reviews, um, as often as you can, because once again, having a fresh page or fresh website, a fresh listing is going to get you more views. So we'll show you that later, but you definitely want to make sure that you're updating your profile routinely, weekly, monthly. You want to be going in there and doing the additional updating. So I've been doing a lot of talking. I want to know, give me a review. How am I doing? If this webinar is helpful, if this is helping you, give me a 5. If it's so, give me a 0. So if this webinar is helpful, give me a 5. If it's so, give me a 0. So let's see. Let's see what you think. Once again, if this is helpful, give me a 5. If not, give me a 0. Okay, we have one here. It says 5. Appreciate that. Anybody else? All right, well, 5. I can take that. That's good. You can't get much better than that. So I'm glad you enjoying the live stream. Okay, so now we're talking about how to manage your listing, and that's very important because um, most people have a profile, but once again, the key is not having one, but it's also updating it. That's so important. So just like your website, your social media pages, whatever you do, if you're online, make sure that you're updating that profile, because nobody wants to see a website, a social media page, a Google My Business page that's you know not being maintained, not having update listings. So be sure, no matter what network you're on, that you're taking the time to update that page. Um, had a few more reviews here. Say, need more time to judge. Okay. Well, I'm hoping I do well and get a 5. Antonio says 5. Very helpful. Great. Somebody here said I would have said three, but I want to wait for more. Okay. All right, we'll see. And Black Business Focus says five. All right. Great. All right. So let's get into how to manage. So when you log into your business profile, if you have one, on the side of here, you have a bar and it has different categories, different tabs. That's how you go in and you update it. Log into your account and go into that manage tab, that home tab. So some things you can do on there, you can update your phone number, you can update your listing, your times as well. So that's something you definitely want to do. And the cool thing too is Google My Business has an app that you can download on your cell phone, and that way you can easily go in. You can change pictures, change hours, and so on. So sometimes it's a little time consuming to do on your desktop or your tablet. But if you log in and you download the app, it's much easier to go through and update on your page as well. So be sure to do that. If you have a page, make sure you download the app, and that way you can update it a little bit easier. Another way too, if you do this, and I'll use Ben Chili Bowl as an example here. If you simply do a search for your business. Let's go back to Google here. Let's do a search. You can actually edit from Google. You don't have even have to log in. So if you do a search here for Ben Chili Bowl, and we scroll down, um, click on here. Hmm, I'm not seeing it. Normally you can edit right from Google. You don't even have to actually log in. You can edit right from the page, but you can edit two ways. You can do a search for your business. You can make an update live in Google, or what you can do is actually log in to your business profile and make the change that way. See, we had a few questions. We had one actually. Says, should we use keywords SEO on these profiles? Yes, I would. So in many ways, treat your profile like your website. So yes, having those keywords in there is very important because I always say that, unless you're an established brand household name, people are probably not typing in your business name to find you. They're typing in your category. They're typing in your products, your service to find you. And I'll give you a live example of that. So once again, using Ben's Chili Bowl. So um, I'll zoom in here some. Um, so you see my search here is not the business name, but it's what they do, what they serve. So I typed in homemade chili near DC, and when I typed it in, the first thing that came up was Ben's Chili Bowl. And if you see that this link here, it says their website mentions homemade chili. So once again, the actual keywords, the SEO on your website and your listing is going to help pull you up because a lot of your customers, that's the thing, they don't know who you are, but they know they want your product, your service, your category. So they want flowers, they want chili, they want a car repair. They may not know the name of your business, but they know the category they want. That's why it's so important to have those keywords in there. And we talked about this last week. I talked about making a list of, let's say, 5 to 10 keywords or phrases that describe your business and making sure you have those keywords in your website and also in your profile. Why? Because people are going to type in those keywords and the phrases to find your business. Because, so once again, they probably don't know the name of your business, but they're looking for a service or product or category. And hopefully you have that in your website and you come up. So one more example of that. Um, I typed in half smokes, which is the hot dog, a hot dog near DC. Once again, um, half smoke is not the name of their business, but it came up. Why? Because it found a review on that page that said the taste of the half smoke is not something easily described. Okay, so it came up again. So that's the key to make sure that you are not only coming up with your name, but think about get inside your customer's head. Think about what terms, what phrases are they going to type in to find your business. That's really key. Get inside your customer's head. Pretend that you don't know the name of your business, but you want your product or your service. Think about what keywords or what phrases somebody would type in to find your product or service. And then make sure you have those keywords and your phrases in your website on your profile because that's how people are going to find you. Once again, that's really how Google works. We don't know exactly what we want, but we go to Google, we ask a question, and based on what we type in, Google shows us the websites, the companies that are most in line with our search. So, once again, think about what happens if people do not know your name. If they type in your category, your service, are you coming up? So that's a great question. Okay, let's get back to the webinar here. So get to know your business profile. So this is a lot of different things you can do on your profile, and we'll go over a few of those tonight. So the first thing that you want to do um, is, of course, your business name and your category. I just talked about that. Making sure that you put your name of your business there, and then your category. And you want to choose the category that best describes your business. That could be retail, it could be a restaurant. Put in that because, once again, those categories or even subcategories are how people are going to find your business. So, the people that have profiles now on Google My Business, let me know what categories do you have listed in your business? What categories do your business fall in? So, quickly just type in the chat what categories describe your business. Just give me like two or three categories that describe your business. And we'll talk about those and make sure that those categories line up with what you're offering. Once again, for those who have a profile on Google My Business, just type in, two or three categories that describe your business. And once again, make sure those categories are in your profile because, once again, when people search for you, you're going to come up on those categories. So make sure that those categories really describe your business. And the great thing too is Google has a main category and also has subcategories. So you can get very detailed about what you do, and that's only going to help your business because being being general online does not help you. So if you were to go on now online and type in lawyers, you would see millions and millions of reviews. But you typed in auto accident lawyer in DC, auto accident lawyer in Jacksonville, Florida. That's a very niche search, and you could perform better that way. So no matter what you do, being online and being general is not going to help you. You want to find that niche. You want to have that search because that way you're going to stand out. Because if somebody does a search for lawyers, they're going to get all these reviews, and you won't get seen. But if you have a niche, you have a better chance of showing up in those search results when you target a niche. So be sure to really scale down what you do and don't be general. So we have one here that says consumer services. Okay, I think that's a good category. But once again, I think in your subcategories, describe it a little bit cleaner. So consumer services, are those financial, or what is that next category that your business fall under? But that's a good way to start. Cybersecurity says veteran audit cybersecurity. Okay, that's good. I like that you have three categories to really break down what you do. That's very important. So that's good to have. Make sure those same keywords or in your website. And LinkedIn usually says gift shop and yoga instructor. Okay. Not sure what business you have, but once again, think about your customers. How are they searching to find your business? And you can do two things. It's always good to role play, pretend to be your customer, but when you get a customer that comes to your business, ask them how do they find you, And if you want to ask them, what would they type in to find you? 'Cause that's really important to find out how those customers are coming to your business. Okay, the next thing you can do is your location. That is very important to have your location there because that's kind of the way Google works. So of course you want to put in your address, and also you can choose your service area, and you can choose kind of a radius. So let's say you were in New York, and let's say you were in Brooklyn. So you're not servicing all New York. You could, but let's say you want to focus on Brooklyn. You could put Brooklyn and New York as your service area. And when somebody goes to Google and they do a search, they're going to see that you service that area and you're going to come up in the area. So once again, it's all about pinpointing where you're at. And that's the beauty of Google My Business. People want to go to companies, business that near where they work or where they live. So if you can be in the neighborhood, or if you list a service area near that person, then they're more likely to come to you. And then also Google, when you do a search on your phone, they're showing the companies that are nearest to you. Now, if you want, you can do a broad search. It'll show you a company across town. But most of the time, it's going to be the companies that are nearest to you are going to show up in that listing. So that's why it's so important to have your website address in there, have your business address in there, and also when you're setting up your account, list your location and your service area, because once again, that's how Google is going to show you more to your potential customers. LinkedIn your user says, if you're e-commerce only, can you have a Google profile? Yes, you can have a profile. The only requirement is that you have a mailing address as well. Um, if you're e-commerce business, you can have a virtual address. Uh, as long as they can send a postcard to somewhere, verify the address, and put it in, you can do it. So even if you're virtual, you can still have that profile, and that's something too that's really changed in the last couple of years because, especially being this pandemic, there are a lot of companies now that are virtual or that are both, or you may not come to the store. You may have things delivered. So yes, even if you're virtual, you can still have a page on Google My Business. Question here says, my service area was something which I had an issue. My service area is United States. However, I couldn't figure out how to do that. Yeah, that's a good question. I do know normally try to limit you to a smaller radius. So listing for the whole United States may be tough. What I would do for you is I would mention in your company description about a statement that you service nationwide as well. That's one way to get around that. And like I said before, too, Google also looks at your website. So, do you have nationwide? Do you have that you service the whole U.S. in your website? If you do, Google will pull that information as well. So, uh, Google My Business is also good for local search, but it can be used for a broader search as well. So there are ways to get around that. Like I said, one, make sure within your Google profile you're listing that you um, service the entire country, and then your website have that listing as well because that's very very important. So great question. And says, I did the virtual dress, $20. Yeah, virtual dresses are great. Great thing to have, great way to set it up and have that address on your profile. So be sure to do that because once again, having a service area is only gonna help you. The next thing is kind of like a no-brainer here, but listing your business hours is very key because if people are coming to your location, they want to know your hours. And if we go let's see here again to Ben Chili Bowl, and we look at the example, it says closed and they open tomorrow at 11 a.m. That's very key because the last thing someone wants to do is they don't want to call a business or drive-through business that's closed. So having your hours on your website and also your profile is very important. Once again, another location in Baltimore, they're closed now, open tomorrow at 1 p.m. That's very important. Um, so we would click that. We can see more about that. So one thing that Google does um, really well, let's scroll on some here. Um, they'll show the most popular times. If you can see this, I'll scroll up real quick. So they can you see like Friday and Saturdays. People can get an idea when you're busiest. Um, so yeah, listing your time. It sounds simple, and it is, but you definitely want to make sure that you are listing your hours. Um, LinkedIn user says, LinkedIn user, what is your name? Because your name's not coming up. A virtual address is something you can get anywhere. UPS, the post office sell those, and they're normally around $20-30 a month. What it is, it's a virtual address. So it's a building that has many what do you call it in there? Many mailboxes, and that way you can have a physical address, but it's not an actual business. It's actually going to a mailbox, but you can use that address in your business. So there are a few services that offer that. Pretty easy to set up, but it's something that you want to do because it's an easy way, um, to look more professional for your business. Let me show you one real quick. Yeah, it's kind of like a PO box, but a little more professional. It won't say like PO box XYZ, whatever it is. It's a little more professional, so it looks like a real straight name, so somebody won't know. And even some of the PO boxes have a suite number, so it can be 123 Street, suite number 3. So yeah, you just simply just go into Google, you type in virtual addresses, and there's various companies that do that. Um, and once again, it gives you a real physical street address that your mail could be sent to. And a lot of times, you don't even have to go there to pick your mail up. You can just have them scan the mail and send it to you. So it is kind of a new thing, but it's a great way to get that real physical address for your business that looks more professional. And Timo says it also keeps you from linking your home address to your business. Yeah, it does. That's a great thing because you don't want your customers coming to your house. So if you can always, even for your banking information, having a separate address looks more professional. And yeah, you don't want anybody having your home address. It's better to have that separate virtual address if you don't have a physical location. Oh yeah, yeah, D. Thanks. Yoga. That's right. You were here last week. Thanks. Good to see you again. Cybersecurity says they even allow you to have an office if you need. Yeah, I agree. Those places are really expanding now. You can have a phone number. You can have an office space. Some are really cool. You don't need an office all the time. You can come in for a few hours. They'll charge you for that, or you can come in a few days a week. So it's kind of a new thing now, especially in this pandemic, is having those virtual, flexible office spaces. And yeah, a lot of those you can have a virtual address, you can have what do you call a phone number, or you can have office hours. So they're really great services. All right. So once again, having those office business hours are very key as well. Um, Also on your page, you want to tell more about your business. So under your hours, there's more info, and some of those categories are like brunch, delivery, drive-through. You have a kitchen, pickup, senior hours, takeout, and those things are really really key to have. So um, if we go back again to some of my examples, um, Ben Chili Bowl. Once again, one of their selling points is being family friendly. So family friendly is one of the things that shows up in their Google profile right here. Um, Ted's Bulletin is a restaurant, so they offer American food. They have that in their profile. Once again, a restaurant as well. So those are great things to have. Let's click here again on Ben Chili Bowl and see what else they have. Let's zoom out some. Once again, you can put anything that makes you stand out because once again, the more information you can provide about your business, the better. Donna, yes, is recorded. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube or LinkedIn, it's being recorded. So after I'm done talking, this webinar will be recorded. You can rewind it and you can hear it again in its entirety. Also, if you miss any of our past live streams, webinars, the previous weeks, you can go back and you can watch some of our older webinars as well. So this is being recorded. So we have about 20 minutes to go. I'm doing a lot of talking here. Does anybody else want to share their business name? And I can look up your profile and I can give you a live audit and let you know what things you might want to change or do better on your profile. If so, just drop in the name of your business in the comments and I'll do a live audit and give you some tips on how you can improve your profile. Um, While I'm waiting for that, once again, be sure to fill out your profile completely. So having your phone number, having your website, all that is key. The more information that you can offer your customers, the better. The more information, the more they trust you, and the more likely you are to come to your business. So having your phone number is very big. Next thing is highlights the attributes. So one thing that Google has added um, in the past few years is black owned tag. So even now you can mark your business as being black owned. So if somebody's looking for a business that's black owned or women owned, those icons now show up on the search. And once again, that's a really good way to get more visibility for your business. Let's do a search and let's see if one comes up. Let's try black owned restaurants. Let's see. Yeah, we got it. So I typed in black owned restaurants in Baltimore, Maryland, and this is what comes up. So Sweet Pea Southern Kitchen, you see right here, there's a heart and it's identified as black owned. So once again, anything you can do to make you stand out, definitely do that. So you can identify as being black owned. Um, this one of reviews, somebody says black owned as well. So those are great things to have, and there's more ways to stand out. So once again, identifies as black owned. So if you're a black owned business, make sure you go onto your Google My Business page and you list that you're a black owned business because that way you're gonna get more views. And if somebody's looking to support a black owned business, they know easily that you're a black owned business and they can come to your store. So Donna, I see your website or your business name. Um, let's look it up real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me type it in real quick. And while I'm doing that, if anybody else wants to drop their business name in the chat, I will also do a live look at your listing and give you some tips and feedback on how to improve that. So Donna says it's so chick fabrics and craft. Look, let's see that. All right, let's share my screen real quick. Okay, so just search for your business. Okay, your website um, comes up. That's great. Okay, over here we see your Google profile. Let me move my my camera. Hold on 1 second. Okay, Now we can see better. All right, that's a little better. So yeah, we see your profile right here. Let's zoom in so we can all see better. Okay. So great. You have 19 views, so 19 reviews, so that's good. The more views, the better. But you have 19 views. You have a 4.8 out of 9. I mean, you have a 4.9 out of 5, so that's really good. So see some reviews. These are good. Yeah, I see you responded to reviews, so that's good. Be sure to respond to reviews to thank your customer. Not only does it look good, but it's a way to encourage repeat business. So anytime you get a review, respond to those. Respond to this one as well. That's great. Yeah, these are great reviews, and definitely keep responding to the reviews. I would say respond to the bad reviews as well, but you have all good reviews, so keep responding because you want to build that rapport. And that's the thing. People want to know that they're heard, if it's good or bad. And especially when it comes to building a business, you want to have that communication with your customers. So people want to know if they type a review, if they make a complaint, a praise, that they're going to be heard. So be sure to acknowledge those customers because that's how you encourage that repeat business. And once again, people are going to see that publicly and say, "Wow, that person had a good experience with this business. Let me go there too." So great job on having those reviews and respond to each review. So that's good. Um, see your photos here. Okay, good picture. All right, it's a good one too. Another good one. There's a sewing machine and another one. Okay, so yeah, this is good. And you have a few pictures here, kind of showing what happens in your location. So that's really really good because anybody that's looking for your services for sewing, seeing pictures of sewing is going to help them come to your business. So definitely keep adding on to these pictures because these are the things that sound simple, but these are the things that sell people. If they can see your business, if they can see that you're real, that you care about your customers, they're gonna be attracted to that. So, people love pictures. If they can see you, if they can trust you, they're gonna be more likely to come into your business more and more. So definitely be sure to review those pictures. Donna says, yes, I have some student photos to add. Yeah, keep adding those photos. The more photos, the more information you can provide, the more videos, the better for your business. Um, so that's good. Let's go back to your profile. Yeah, I like here you have a big button here that says book appointments. That's great. That's something you can have on Google My Business as well. So that can be book appointments. It can be something like Ben Chili Bowl. That could be reserve a table, order online, easy things that somebody can hit with their thumb. And I always say a lot of these searches can be done on the mobile. So having these buttons that I like to say are thumb friendly, where somebody can press a button and they can call your business. They can press a button and get directions to your business. They can press a button and they can reserve a table for your business. That is very important and very key. So having those call out buttons is very key. So when you're setting up your profile, make sure that you're putting those call to actions in there. So not only you have a profile, but you have call to actions that are reaching out and that are engaging your customers. Yeah, so good job, Donna. I mean, you really have a nice profile here. Let's go back to it and review some more. Um, you have here service options. You have in-store, curbside delivery, and pickup. Once again, great. The more information you can give, the better. You have your address. You have your hours. Your open again. What Tuesday? Um, at 10. Okay. Once again, your phone number here, and yeah, you have your categories. So great. That's I talked about that earlier. You have workshop, classes, holiday gift guides, decor. So yeah, overall, I mean, 5 of 5. You have a great profile. So I would say just keep adding to that. The more listings, reviews, the better. Let's zoom out here real quick. Let's go to your website. Yeah, nice website, nice laid out. Have your classes in here, your workshops. So yeah, keep it up. You're definitely headed in the right direction. Just keep on adding to your website and your Google profile, and you'll attract more customers. So great. Anybody else want to share their business name? I can do a live audit of your website or your book profile and give you some feedback. All right, let's get back to the presentation. Um, So the next thing I talked about is having a description of your business. So you want to come up with at least a paragraph thing where you really describe what you do. And once again, don't be general. Get down to exactly what makes your business different, and be sure to have that description of your business that's in your profile. And this can be the same description you use on Facebook or on social media or on your website. Take that same about a statement, and you can have that statement on your Google profile. It can be the same statement that really describes in a paragraph quickly what you do and what makes you different. That's great to have. That's coming here says, nice work. That was a great website. Yeah, it was. Um, D again, Divine Sense. Yeah, let's blow up your website real quick. Give me 1 second. Pull you up. So we got about 8 minutes left. Once again, if anybody else wants to do a free review, do a live art of their website, feel free to just drop it in the comments, and I will do that before we end. So quickly going back to D. Uh, Once again, I think D, you have a good website. You have a good profile. You just want to show off. That's okay. We can show off your website. But yeah, you have a profile here, right here on the side that comes up. Let's zoom in a little bit more on that. Yeah, you have your name in there, website, call, have your hours in here. That's good. Phone number. Um, you have products listed. That's also very key as well because you can be selling through your profile. So if you have products, you can also list those um, right on your profile. So that's good to have. Your categories here, right on point: body, spirit, home, garden, and mind. Uh, and right here, you have a pretty good about us statement. I believe it's the same one on your website. It really explains what you do. Um, but yeah, I don't see many reviews though. So if I were you, I would try to get more reviews from your customers because that's one thing I don't see um, on your website, on your profile reviews. Um, you say I think come up, what is confusing? What's confusing about your profile? Let me know. I'm more concerned about it appearing cohesive. Um, yeah, I think it comes off there cohesive. I think, like we said last week, with your website, you want to find ways to consolidate what you do to make it a little easier, a little more appealing. Then you have a lot of information, but yeah, try to find ways to really condense what you do. Um, and not only that, I know you have a lot of services, but think about what's the main thing you want to push. Is it the products? Is it the yoga classes? What is it? And I'll say that main thing, make that the forefront of your marketing, whether on your website or on your profile. What's the thing you really want to push? If that's the classes in your workshops, that should be, I think, kind of the leading service you have on there. You said, I'm wondering if it seems weird to have a shop and yoga studio? No, I don't think so. I don't think that having any business and selling things seems funny. Because it's like if you have a barbershop. I have I've been in barbershops that they also cut hair, but you can buy hair products there, whether that's a brush or a wave cap or grease or whatever. So no, I think offering product and service that are connected to your business is not a bad thing. Um, I'll just be really strategic about how I market that. Because first and foremost, I think you are a yoga studio, and then you sell products. But I think selling products that really help your customers, it's not a bad thing. It's like a um, um, going to a car repair, and they don't sell oil or tires or wipers. Yeah, we sell those services, those products that are, in our customers' wheelhouse. So that's important. Got about 4 minutes left here. I got one more question. Sterling, do you share your LinkedIn profile? Yeah. Do you share? I'm not sure what you mean, but yeah, if you just go onto LinkedIn and you type in Sterling McKinley on LinkedIn, you will see my profile. So that's Sterling McKinley on LinkedIn, on Google. Google me, and you'll find my listing as well. So got a few minutes, running short on time here, but um, I can keep going. But I really do stress. I would really kind of implore you to go through your profile and make sure that it's filled out completely. There's a lot of information you can have on your profile, but excuse me, I'm telling you, the profiles that are filled out completely get more reviews, more results, and your customers want to see more of that for your company. So definitely find ways to, excuse me, make sure that you're filling out your profile completely. Um, so we're short on time here, so I'm gonna skip some of these slides here. But um, next steps, what can you do? So you can visit google.com/business. And if you don't have a profile, you can claim your profile. Once you claim it, you can put in your address. Then Google will send you a postcard no more than 5 days that has a verification code. You'll then log in back to your profile. You put in that code, confirm you own that business, and then you can set up a complete profile. So please do that. That's the first step. So before we end here, uh, how's this live stream? How's the webinar? If it was great, give me a 5. If it was so, give me a 0. So let me know how this webinar. If it was great, give me a 5. If it was so, give me a 0. Also, we talked about a lot today. If I say anything that you want to learn more about, one of the best ways to do that is going to google.com/grow. Google Grow has a entire um, series of workshops, of videos, and how to's to really break down everything that I said. So if you want more information on how to set up a Google My Business profile, please visit google.com/grow, and you can get more information on that there. Also, for a list of upcoming trainings for Google, or for finding capital or finance or operations, please visit U.S. Chambers. I'm sorry, please visit usblackchambers.org. Once again, uschambers.org. They have a variety of webinars and trainings that you can sign up for that can help your business. Also, like somebody said, these webinars are recorded. So no matter where you are, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, this is being recorded. So if you miss anything, if I came in and talked too fast, you came in late, you can rewind this, you can play it over again, or go back to previous weeks and learn more about Google's products and services as well. Um, got a few comments here. 5. Got a 5, few fives. That's great. Don had a question. He said, I would really love to get more SEO on my website to get more sales. Yeah, Donna, we can help with that. There's a next webinar next week, next Thursday actually at 7 o'clock. We'll get more into that then. But yeah, be sure to sign up for the webinars because we're talking about those products and those services, and also asking your questions. If you have questions, you can have those answered. I'm also mentioned that last week we talked a lot about SEO. So if you go back to last week's webinar, you can see some SEO topics. But every week we were talking about SEO and tips and strategy on how to get um, more people to your business. Cyberkitty says, "Is there certain black chambers that we should join, or does it matter?" Good question. I'm not sure where you're located, but the best way is to go to usblackchambers.org. If you go to that website, there's information on how to sign up and join. But definitely, I recommend joining your local chapter. But you can also join the national chapter because they have events all the time. So start up your local chapter and then move up. But definitely go to uschambers.org, usblackchambers.org, and there you can learn more about their events and signing up. Yeah, Donna, email should be sent out pretty soon. I believe you visit the website, usblackchambers.org /webinars. There is a calendar, and you can sign up for the next webinar. We'll talk more about digital marketing there. So, once again, thank you. Great webinar. Thanks for taking your time to be with us tonight. Learn more about products on Global Google. And once again, every Thursday we're here at 7 p.m. talking about Grow with Google, talking about all the services and all the ways that you can use a lot of their free services to make more money to grow your business. Once again, thank you for joining me and have a good night. Thanks. Bye.